Hi everyone, how was my last tutorial part about asking for directions in the German language and also how to tell someone who is asking you for directions that you do not know the way or the direction to that place? So do write your reviews in the comment section. Now in this tutorial part, I will show you how you can actually describe the way or the directions to someone who is asking you for the way or the directions to some place. So before watching this tutorial, please do check tutorial 21 on the regular verbs and how they are conjugated in the German language, tutorial 37, in which I introduce the concept of the separable verbs in the German language, and also tutorial 42, in which I have covered the two-way prepositions in the German language. So moving on, so in describing the way or the directions, I have included a map here, and the map in German, der Stadtplan, der Plan, die Stadt. And since it is a compound noun, the article will be the article of the last noun. So, der Stadtplan. Now, in describing the way or the directions, not only some prepositions are used that I covered in my tutorial 42, the two-way prepositions, but also some other prepositions are used that I've covered generally in my previous tutorials. Then some time adverbs I have used in the directions that I'm describing here. And these time adverbs are in blue color. And I have used some new locative adverbs, that is, adverbs in the German language that will show the location. So these words in the red are locative adverbs. There is also a new verb, abbiegen, which is to turn, and to turn to some street in that sense. And abbiegen is not only a regular German verb, but it is also a separable German verb. Zebra crossing is der Zebrastreifen. Now, since I'm using the preposition here with the accusative case because I'm describing the way to someone, therefore, after this preposition, the article is in the accusative case form, and the German grammar cases you can go through in my tutorial 14. Now I am describing the directions to someone if that person is going to go on foot. So I'm using the verb gehen also, which means to go. Ich beschreibe den Weg von dem, which can be shortened in German to vom also, Parkplatz zu dem, which can be shortened to zum, Supermarkt. I am describing the way from the car park to the supermarket. Von is from, and when it comes with the article of a masculine or a neutral German noun, which will be dem, because von and zu both are dative prepositions. So von dem can be shortened to vom, but we do not shorten von and der. So if the noun is a feminine noun, then von der will not be shortened to any form. So if I am describing the way from here in the map, for example, these are the zebra crossing. Gehen Sie über den Zebrastreifen. Go over the zebra crossing. Then the next description requires you to first know that I have mentioned that Die Straße is the street, but there is a new word I'm using here. Die Gasse is the lane. So any small street or lane is die Gasse. Gehen Sie die Karlgasse geradeaus. So you go on this Karl lane straight, because geradeaus means straight. An der Polizeistation vorbei. This building we can assume is the police station. So going here on foot, you will go past this building. Vorbei is in the sense of going past. So at this police station, you will go past and you will keep going straight till you reach Die Jugendherberge. So this building here on the map, Die Jugend is the youth or the young people. Die Herberge is the hostel or any small guest house. So the youth hostel is often Die Jugendherberge. Then here, if you're at this place, as you can see from this red dot, there is Die Kreuzung, as it's called in German, and die Kreuzung is the part of the street from where all four or all three other streets are merging into one street. So this lane, Karlgasse, Kirchgasse and Schildergasse all merge into the street Briener Straße. But because we're using the preposition an, which makes use of the dative case, because at this square or Kreuzung, you have to turn left. So this is what this sentence says. Biegen Sie hier or biegen Sie an der Kreuzung links ab. Then gehen Sie die Briener Straße geradeaus weiter bis zur Bank or bis zur Schule. So when you have turned left here into the street, then you are to go further straight. So weiter is further straight, and you are to go straight till this the bank, which is, for example, this building, or the school, which is this building. So you have to go till these buildings. Then here you can see there is the traffic light, die Ampel. But when you are here at this traffic light, an der Ampel, because it is describing your location. An der Ampel biegen Sie zuerst rechts ab. So let's first look at this sentence. At the traffic light, you are first of all turning to the right, rechts, and turning into this street actually, which is die Hochstraße. And then turning to the left. So first at this traffic light you will turn to the right, firstly, zuerst, and then turn to the left into this street. Now if you have noticed, nach is not used here, so I don't say an der Ampel biegen Sie zuerst nach rechts, but nach has only been used here. So if you're generally talking about turning to the left or turning to the right, then the preposition nach will be used before the locative adverbs. But if you're not just saying turn to the left, turn to the right, but you are describing to turn to the left or the right from some place, like an der Ampel. So from some place you are to turn right or left. Then before the locative adverbs, nach will not be used. And nach here means towards or to the left. So at this traffic light, you will first turn right and then again wieder to or towards the left. And last of all, gehen Sie die Schillerstraße 100 Meter approximately, so let's suppose, geradeaus, straight, und danach, and afterwards, sehen Sie den Aldi Supermarkt. And afterwards you see the Aldi supermarket, which is this one, auf der rechten Seite, on the right side of the street, of course, on the right side of Schillerstraße in this case. Moving on. Now this description uses another new verb, überqueren, which is to cross. So it can be crossing the street, crossing the bridge, which I'll use in this description. Also, I'm describing the way from the stadium to the hospital. Ich beschreibe den Weg vom Stadion zum Krankenhaus. Not only am I using the preposition über, which is above, with the German accusative grammar case, because the verb fahren, which means to drive, shows movement, and movement requires the use of the accusative grammar case. But I'm also using a new preposition entlang, which means along or alongside. Note the difference that usually prepositions come before the nouns in the sentences and questions. But the preposition entlang, which also uses the German accusative grammar case, will be positioned after the noun in the sentences or questions. Überqueren is a regular German verb, and also it is not a separable verb. So it's not that you think that the word über here will separate and come at the end of sentences or questions. No, this is a normal regular verb. So let's have a look at the description. Fahren Sie die Neufeldstraße geradeaus und das Meer entlang bis zum Maritim Hotel. So I'm describing to the person to drive on this street, Neufeldstraße, straight, and alongside the sea, which is das Meer, till the person reaches the Maritim Hotel, which is this building. Dann biegen Sie nach links ab. Then he or she should turn to the left into this street, Hochstraße. Now in this simple sentence, once again, nach has been used before the locative adverb. But if I was saying from a certain place, the person is to turn to the left. So, an dem Hotel biegen Sie links ab would be the sentence in that case. Jetzt fahren Sie die Hochstraße geradeaus. Now you are to drive on this street straight and überqueren die Brücke and cross the bridge, which is this bridge here, above the railway tracks. Or the sentence could be, jetzt fahren Sie die Hochstraße geradeaus und über die Brücke. So fahren doesn't have to be repeated because it implies that you're driving on the street straight and above the bridge. Then at some point just after crossing the bridge, gleich danach biegen Sie nach links ab. Soon afterwards, you are to turn to the left into the street, Gartenstraße. Fahren Sie die Gartenstraße 150 Meter geradeaus. Then the person is to drive on this street approximately 150 meters straight. And last of all, biegen Sie in die erste Gasse rechts ab. The person is to turn into the first lane on the right. Und gleich sehen Sie das Jena Krankenhaus auf der linken Seite. And soon you see the Jena Hospital on the left side. So that was all for today. Any questions related to this whole tutorial, you can ask in the comment section. I hope you like my videos and do continue watching the tutorials. Also, do not forget to subscribe to German Tutorials for Beginners and share my channel's name, link, and the username German by Rabia with your friends. Thank you.